This is literally, this is the most confusing endorsement so far. This would be the equivalent of Josh Gottheimer endorsing Abdul El-Sayed. Okay? What gives?
Антисемитизмом называется распространение вражды к евреям. Когда проклятая еврейская монархия доживала свое последнее время, она старалась натравить темных рабочих и крестьян на евреев.
I just want Larkin to win in a huge upset in Florida. Establishment Dems will commit seppuku on live on CNN. Yeah, we're going to work on that. Don't worry. Hello, Hasan. Glad you're in Michigan. Abdul's going to win by 5 to 10 points, I suspect. Have heard that from folks close to the campaign. I think it's great you were trying to mobilize your fans and followers for on-the-ground political action, says H. Bizzle. Lib Bizzle is back. AFL-CIA's very own Lib Bizzle is back. Back in the building. Now that elections are coming up, of course, our UAW champion, Lib Bizzle is the only person, as I've jokingly referred to over and over again over the years, for those of you who know, who've been a part of this community, Lib Bizzle is the only person who can actually show pay stubs from the DNC. And we've duked it out over and over again, all up and down the timeline. And, he's on our side. But you know who else is on our side? Perhaps the most unlikely ally. You might recognize him as a prominent fixture of K-Hive. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 2RawTooReal has thrown his hat in the ring and has endorsed Abdul El-Sayed. It's over. There is no clearer definitional proof that it's fucking over. And Sam Robinson, who's awesome, the Michigan roving reporter, the Detroit's very own Sam Robinson, also points this out, says this is a bigger surprise than any endorsement I've seen in this race so far. He's right. This is literally, this is the most confusing endorsement so far. This would be the equivalent of Josh Gottheimer endorsing Abdul El-Sayed. Okay? This means that they went to him and they showed him a big purse, and he was like, no, I see the writing on the wall. I actually have better instincts than fucking Gretchen Whitmer. Okay?
My own black ass out to the carpet because my silence has been a little louder than my advocacy. I've been a supporter for Abdul El-Sayed for a long ass minute for Senate. In fact, one of the first creators to interview him, I'm a collaborator on that fucking video. Meaning, it's got my stamp of approval, ho. Well, why can you know that Pecker with Piker likes him? What the fuck that got to do with me? That's his issue. I'm focused on the...
That, brilliant. I love that. Thank you. I like that he still had to do a subtle... snide remark being like, oh, well, Hasan Pecker likes him, which is bad, but I don't care because I care about the issues. Great. That is exactly what I expect from Democrats, even the worst grifters out there. Okay? Like, that's what I expect from Shannon Watts. When Shannon Watts was like, no, it's a bridge too far for me, that he's like, cooperating and collaborating with Hasan Piker. That's the reason why I can't find myself voting for this person. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit who any candidate fucking collabs with, dude. Can you imagine? I'm like, oh, you went on MS Now. I can no longer endorse you. Sincerely. The fuck? No, I want my candidates to fucking go everywhere. I want my candidates to build an actual big tent. That's how you win elections, man. Yeah, I saw centrist liberals now indistinguishable from... Oh, this was really funny as well. Hold on. Let's finish this beautiful, beautiful moment from 2RawTooReal. Welcome to the insurgent left, 2RawTooReal. I think McKinney is going to win as well as Lawrence. Friend working in support of Lawrence told me before the Global Strategy Group poll on MI7 came out, similar results. Thought margin will be bigger. The fact Sayed is winning big in MI7, Slotkin's old C should be a big canary for the party. Yup. It turns out, MI7, they are going to say, for MI7, that's a big one, right? That's a big one. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Let me finish this first because I want to keep gloating. But after that, we will get to MI7. We'll get to Donovan's race too. Obviously, there's a lot of exciting things to unpack from the projections so far.
Issues. Like, this is not no click shit. This is politics. And I'm not going to play politics with people's lives. Well, Kenny, I thought you didn't like progressives. Well, I don't like prejudiced progressives. I don't like milquetoast moderates. I don't like racist ass Republicans. It's all anything that stems in anti-blackness. Bitch, I don't like it. I'm politically homeless.
King, you're on camera. No, it's fine. You can just go. No, it's fine. It's fine. You can just plug it. You don't have to crawl on the ground. That's so funny. He's like trying to marine crawl, so he's like off the camera. I was like, it's not gonna work.
just so happen to be a black person who's registered as a Democrat. Y'all the lily whites who like to live by motherfucking labels, not me. Abdul is a motherfucking real one. He ain't like these other motherfucking progressives. He's not a class reductionist. He believes that you cannot deal with class unless you deal with race. He continuously shows up in black spaces. He doesn't diminish our experiences or chop it up as identity politics. In fact, he even teamed up and collaborated with one of the most productive women in Congress, Lauren Underwood. Well, Kenny, wasn't he a part of the uncommitted movement? Yes, he was. But he wasn't like the motherfucking crackheads that turned from uncommitted to abandoned Harris. They originally had in good intentions, but just like every motherfucking movement, there are some people who decide to derail the fucking movement and do some other shit. Let's roll this shit back real quick. Originally, the uncommitted movement was to apply pressure to the president to call for a ceasefire and to end the devastation that was happening in Palestine. When Joe Biden dropped out and said he wasn't seeking re-election, it wasn't even a day later that Abdul was calling on Kamala Harris to be the Democratic nominee. He endorsed her immediately, even before any delegates even voted for her to be the presumptive nominee. Like I said, he ain't crazy, and his ass ain't DSA neither.
I know that capitalism works. I just know that it does not work when you have monopolies or oligopolies.
This is so good. This is so goddamn good. I mean, I love it. Like, he is obviously one of the, like, this has been like an ongoing one-sided beef. He fucking hates my ass, right? He hates everything I represent. He constantly will cynically claim that I'm like racist, I'm anti-black, whatever. Okay? But he is demonstrating a level of sensibility here that I haven't seen from so many other Twitter brain broken pundits, dude. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
The reason why I support him is because I want to show and set a precedent for progressives to know that you can win without the anti-blackness. You can win without the prejudice. You can win without being a class reductionist. You can win without always having to feed into white grievance. You can win without diminishing black experiences. You can win with being inclusive. You could win without...
You know what's really funny about this take? It's identical to my take as well, for not just black people either, but for all marginalized identity groups that Democrats constantly try to fucking throw to the wayside in order to win elections, to moderate to the center. And that's what's really funny about it, is like that's my point of view as well, but he will never recognize that because he thinks that I've like, he has made up his fucking mind that I'm like an anti-black racist.
Trying to defang black people from the Democratic Party.
And then immediately turns around and fucking hits Will Lawrence. Michigan 7. We'll talk about that too.
Bang black people from the Democratic Party. The reason why I support Abdul is because we agree on so many issues, particularly when it comes to policy. Medicare for all. I agree with that shit, but because he understands the issue of class and race, he understands that even passing Medicare for all will not deal with the root causes on why black women are more likely to die than their white counterparts. Because of his connections and collaborations with black women like Lauren Underwood, the woman who actually wrote the Mommunist bill. Because he's not a class reductionist, because he understands that...
Class reductionist. Surely this guy's pro Cori Bush, right? Yeah, see, I don't know where he's at on stuff like that, okay? But this is a pivot. He's a cynical grifter. I don't really care. I welcome it, okay? I welcome it with open arms. I mean, arms distance regardless, but open arms nonetheless. Great. Excellent.
Racism is the root causes on why all these things are happening. So if I didn't say it before, let me say it full-throated.
Okay, great. 2RawTooReal. Welcome to the fucking left insurgency. Jedin deden Nesrin baban.